Hello. Welcome to the Codable Podcast. Eddie's Mora, a.k.a. the Yum Yum Foodie. And right before I hit record, Megan was giving me a solid
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Melly, mm-hmm.
There's no tricks on that one.
No.
I didn't even try to fuck with you.
No. You cannot try to fuck with me. We are recording here in our lovely Hollywood studio.
Our Hollywood studio.
I like saying that.
We have a Pasadena studio and we have a Hollywood studio.
Pasadena studio with a lot of booze. We have a Hollywood studio with
a lot of crazies.
A lot of, well, yes.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? A lot of crazies. Yeah, it has been a hot little second since Megan and I were recording, and it's yesterday was Mother's Day.
Yeah, if we're gonna time this,
whatever.
Dating ourselves.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Because
I'll listen back to this and go.
Yeah,
like I wonder what I'm gonna be thinking in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. But like Mother's Day was hard this year for some reason for me. Was it?
I called you.
Yeah, you did. I couldn't fucking believe it.
I know.
But it was, Megan did call me yesterday because, of course, I used to be a mother. I don't know why. Yeah. But no, she called me. But yeah, Mother's Day was hard this year.
Sorry.
No, I mean, no, it's fine. It's fine. But I get myself and I was like, fuck, I remember and I text a little bit maybe. Or if I see somebody's Facebook post, I'll comment and say Happy Mother's Day. But I don't go out of my way to do like the 70 million text of Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Do you do that? No. Are you awkwardly forced into that by your mom? Oh, no. Did you remember to message Aunt Sally? Or
no,
like
I
whatever?
fucking sent her a present. And I'm like, Mom, I text her. I said, you got a package? Nothing. And so I call her on Mother's Day. I'm like, did you get your package? And she's like, no. And I was like, okay. And I sent her a picture of it on her porch. And I'm like, well, it's there. And then she's like...
Is it like the package you sent me for Christmas a couple years ago?
Yeah, I went somewhere else. She was like... Oh, I just must have put it with your dad's stuff. What is it? I said, it's a fucking gift.
Open it up, Mom.
Like, Jesus Christ. I was like, never getting you a fucking card again.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
God. She's like, you're the only child that got me one. I was like, because I'm the best child.
Yeah, it's right.
And I called my brothers and their wives.
I want all the inheritance. What?
I called my brothers and their wives for Mother's Day, but that's it.
Fuck. I just realized I did not call my sister-in-law or... I didn't have it in me yesterday.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not a big deal.
It was funny. So, my dad update. So, my dad's getting worse. Like he's getting worse. Like, to the point where, like, his phone will just be uncharged. And, like, a day later, I'll hear from him. And he'll have not slept much the night before. So, it sounds like he has, like, mush mouth, like marbles in his mouth. So, yesterday, I'm talking to him. And it's funny because my dad he's kind of like God. My dad will kill you and then bring you back to life or bring somebody back to life. So he calls me because his friend's wife died. Not true. My dad dreams these things and thinks them to be true. So I'm like, Dad, no, this person's wife is fine. I'm looking at Facebook. He's fine. No. I go, Dad, trust me. He goes, do you trust me? Yes. This didn't happen, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Dad, I saw that there's a post for Mother's Day, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, oh, did you get something for your mom for Mother's Day?
Oh, no. Jesus Christ.
Oh, and I don't care. I mean,
double whammy.
I know. It was just it was so funny. He's like, I know, Dad, she's been dead for 19 years. He goes, oh, that's right.
God.
I go, Dad, you're like, literally, you're like God. You're killing people, and then you're bringing people back from the dead.
This is why I smoke. I never want to get to that point.
You just want to drop dead much sooner.
And if I get cancer, because you always say it's horrible, so I'll just shoot myself at that point.
That's why you ride Waymos. I think that's why you always ride a Waymo. Anytime Megan, I'm like, Megan, I'll pick you up. She says, no.
I want a Waymo.
I want a Waymo.
I want to sacrifice my ankle.
I just want to sacrifice your ankle. Why?
Because I Waymoed to the event we went to last time, and I had to take a scooter up the hill.
Oh my gosh.
Because the Waymo didn't go to the event. And that's how I smashed my ankle.
Wait a second, hold on. I got you a voucher for that event.
No, the event we talked about last time, the wine one.
Oh, the wine one.
When I smashed my ankle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Megan shows up bleeding.
I sacrificed my ankle so I could take a Waymo.
That's true. I think I must have some kind of dementia Alzheimer's because I don't remember anything.
Clearly.
I don't remember anything. Like you have to, and then once you remind me, I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But I've told you what time I get off work like 50 million times. And every time you're like, what time do you get off work?
And in one ear, out the other.
How does someone marry you?
Trying. You have no idea. I am trying, Megan, to get by. But Megan, first of all, I couldn't believe Megan called me yesterday. And I can't wait to see what you think about it 2 weeks.
I can't wait either.
But I'll let you tell the story because it's not my story to tell.
Yeah. Perpetually single, I thought was ending. here.
You did.
I did. I thought it was going to end because I met somebody
Yeah.
and we went on a few dates and I really liked him. And he seemed nice and he had a really interesting past and we were getting to know each other. And so I called people. I called you and I called my mom and I was like, I think I met somebody and I'm really into him. And I told you, I was like, he's 47. He's like super nice. He like lives by himself in West Hollywood. He's got his shit together. All this good stuff that I've been looking for, a real job, and he has dreams and aspirations.
What are those here?
He's not a karaoke DJ, let's say that.
Well, everybody in the city has dreams and aspirations, but that's usually where it ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had like the most wonderful weekend ever. And I was super excited about it. And we kind of just laid it down where it's like, let's not fuck around. Let's just like, I mean, we're both getting old. Let's just.
Whoa, get the fuck out of here. Both getting old.
Well.
Fuck you.
One of us is now.
Yeah.
So Sunday night, I wanted him to come over for dinner. We just went really hard like the last week. Like every time we saw each other, it was a lot of drinking in bars and walking around. So we were really tired. And I said, if you're too tired, that's fine. But I'd love to cook for you and we can just chill. And I'd like to just chill and talk and have a normal conversation and not in a bar setting. And he said, is it okay if I pass? I'm just really tired. I said, yeah, that's fine. So I do my work during the day on Sunday and I go over to Elbow Room usually afterwards and read my paper. And I said, I'm at Elbow Room.
Who's the old person, Megan?
Right. I am. I'm doing a crossword. So I go over and do my usual thing. And I texted him because he works down the street. And I was just like, hey, if you want to have a drink before you go home, I'm right here. And he comes up and one drink turns into 5 drinks, which I thought he was tired. And the conversation's kind of really deep and dark. And I really didn't want to have that kind of conversation at a bar. And it was really depressing. And I kind of put an end to it. And I was like, what's your favorite color? Like I was trying to like liven and make him happier. And I noticed today, after all of this, he didn't ask me any questions back. He doesn't know my last name. He doesn't know my favorite color.
Well, nobody knows your last name.
No one knows. It's Elizabeth. Nobody. He didn't ask me any of these questions back. He just kind of always went into a sob story. We went through his phone. I wanted to see like his pictures from his friends and stuff. And we went through all of those. And if I were to say anything about myself, it was like me just doing it, not him asking. So that was kind of a... I didn't like that we were at the bar having those deep conversations. I wanted to just chill, which we probably would have been in bed earlier than midnight, which is when I went to bed or I tried to go to bed. And then he kind of ends the conversation or tops off the conversation with sliding over his phone and says, this is my birthday, and like flips it over and just walks out to go have a cigarette. And I was like, okay. And it didn't really hit me at first. I was like, does he want me to know when his birthday is? Like, so I like put it in my phone.
Was he gift hunting?
Yeah. I was like, January, okay, all right. And then I double took the year, and it was 1975. And then I
so
did
he looks
some
great
math.
For his age.
He does. He does. He does not look 50.
Okay.
But he lied to me about his age, and he was like not telling me. I think he lied twice. He told me he was 44, and then 47 slipped out, and now he's 50. So already we're starting this really exciting relationship on kind of a lie, which, I'm scarred by.
Yeah.
And I really wish he would have been more interested in like me. It seemed like he was at the beginning, but he wasn't asking me. He really hasn't asked me questions back this whole time. It's been me fishing and finding out about him. He couldn't tell you anything.
Maybe because he was scared about telling you his age because he thought you were going to not be into it. I don't know. I'm not trying to make excuses for the guy.
That's exactly what it is.
I haven't met him. But obviously, if I was in the dating pool, I'm really proud of my age.
Yeah.
Because I know I don't look
great.
my age.
I don't understand
and
why.
I don't have I have the mental energy of my age for sure. And I fucking hate everybody. Except for you guys listening at home.
We love you.
We love you. But if you're listening to this episode, when we post on Instagram about it, let us know what your red flags are.
Oh my
really
God, please,
because
because I wrote a whole fucking article in the LA Times about it. I can't follow my own advice.
No, but that's everybody.
Now.
Everybody cannot follow their own advice.
Yeah.
That's just human nature. But I really want to know what people's red flags are. And, do you feel this is obviously just the small little the chocolate chip on the cookie, so to speak. But is is this something that Megan should either try to recommunicate
Yeah, that's
or reconnect,
what I want people
or
to give me
is
advice
it something
on.
that's worth I don't want to say overlooking.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was telling Megan, I was like, yeah, I could see somebody being not ashamed, but maybe you met, you hung out, you connected, and then little by little he's like, oh my God, and then it just kind of snowballs because then you're like, oh shit, it's day 1 and I haven't told you. Oh my God, it's day 2. Oh fuck, this is weighing on me. Let's have a drink that turns into 5 because it's weighing on me. I'm not trying to again make excuses. I'm just trying to give you a different scenario that I could see could happen to somebody. And it's not easy, I guess, to feel aging.
Right.
I feel aging, but I'm not in the dating pool, right? But it's just like I feel aging, and I can't fathom meeting somebody in their 30s, let's say that I be into or whatever, and how that would look, Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree the snowballing thing because I'm not going to get into the story he told me, but we were just talking casually like 2 days before, and I was like, "Let me see your ID," and because I showed him mine, and he's like, he made up a really dark story about the DMV, and now I don't know if that's real. And
Every dark story about the DMV is real. by
no,
the way.
but it's like a dark family like thing. So,
oh, got it. Okay.
and he's like, so I just don't feel like showing it right now, and I was like, oh. Okay. All right. Moving on. Didn't mean to do that. So that
Has
was
he
another
done
dark.
improv before.
Right.
He's just trying to keep you
Which
from
is
seeing his
another
ID.
lie. Yes. And so now I'm second guessing if that really dark story, which I felt bad for him, was true. And then kind of at the end, when he did go after his age and he told me and then he came back, I was like, that wouldn't bother me. The lie bothers me, but that doesn't bother me. And then I told him, because he got really depressed. He's like, I didn't celebrate my 50. I didn't do anything. It's just been really sad about it. And I'm like, okay. Again, we're back to sad stories. I said, can we ease into that? We just started. I'd like to just kind of have fun. And I said that. And I said, I'm in a really good place right now. I really love my life. I'm super independent. And I'm really proud of everything I do and my job, which he has not asked a word about or cares about. And I said, so can we just stay on that positive side? And it just didn't. And then I said, if we're going to do this, can we go back to my house? Like, I don't want to sit here and do this.
See, they're not asking you questions or anything about that is more concerning to me, honestly, than the guy lying about his age. Mm-hmm. To be honest with you, that's just, and again, yes, it is starting out with a lie, but that, I don't know.
Jumping over me when I'm trying to tell him about my day at my job, or like, it's just like kind of not really listening and just telling me about him. And then to top it off, this is where everyone's going to be like, just run. I left and he texted me, I love you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean,
maybe he was drunk because he was 5 drinks in.
He was 5 drinks in. And when you and I spoke, you were heading in that direction, So I don't look again. We've all at some point in our life done the equivalent of drunk texting.
Yeah. Which I'm fine with. But then.
I'm older. They didn't have that technology back then.
Yeah, I know. It would have been nice.
So
he didn't. I texted him something back. Then I said, I wish you'd show more interest, or like it feels like you weren't showing interest. And I didn't hear a word, and still haven't today heard a word. I know he's been on my Instagram because I can see who sees my stories. But that's.
Are we gonna go right after the show? We're gonna go hunt him down and fuck him up.
Okay, we could. He's right over here. He's hosting trivia too, so I don't.
Wait, hold on. What is it with DJs trivia?
Yeah,
really?
That's probably my red flag.
I
Stop
think
there.
so.
I didn't know he did that. It's like a little side.
I think that's what you need to do before that's probably like the best red flag generator
I need
ever.
a whiteboard that just lists this stuff.
Like this is what you do. You ask people what board games they own. And based on the board games they own, you know if they're a dickhead or not. So if they got Trivial Pursuit, you got to go.
Okay.
You gotta go. If they got Life, that means they want fucking kids. You don't want that anymore.
Oh yeah, no.
If they got Monopoly, that means they're like Trump.
What about
you don't need
Yahtzee?
that bullshit. Okay, Yahtzee's fine. Uno's fine. Battleship is fine because it shows deductive reasoning. I like Battleship.
Yeah, I was doing my crossword too, and a lot of people when I go to the bar with my crossword, they find it cool. They do, and I get to know people because they kind of try and do it with me, and I meet people that way too. It's kind of fun. Zero interest in my crossword puzzle. Zero interest in Sudoku.
What was your favorite board game as a kid? Did you have a favorite board game?
No. Monopoly?
Yeah.
But no one would ever play it with me. Like, I would be the one that wants to play it to the end because I like to see how things work out, and no one would ever play it with me.
I started playing. I remember on the a plane that still had the little entertainment system. They had the like live Monopoly that you could play with
I like
other
that.
passengers
Mhm.
on the plane. That shit's super fun.
That's cool.
I did enjoy that on one of these trips to Miami. Is there a game that maybe you saw but you never got to play that you always wanted to play as a kid, and you're like, oh, and then whatever. Now you're an adult. You're like, I don't.
Mousetrap?
I had that. That shit was fun.
But wasn't there like putty or something in it?
Oh no, I don't remember putty and
Because my
Mousetrap.
mom banned like silly putty and Play-Doh. We weren't allowed to have that.
I don't remember Mousetrap.
I thought
having
there was
that.
something in it that my mom was like, absolutely no, you're not bringing that
There
to
was
my
a
house.
cool game I had called Fireball Island.
That sounds great. That's my favorite game. Ask me again.
It was kind of fun. It was like very Indiana Jones-ish, and then there was this like volcano with a face that was like, and it had a fireball that would come out and like hunt you, like the ball would roll like Indiana Jones kind of thing, and like knock out your character. No, but Clue was my favorite game as a kid, even though
I was gonna say that, but I really didn't play it that much. But I love the idea of it.
I played it a bunch, and then found it at like the thrift store recently, a complete version of it. So I have it, and to be honest, I forgot how to play it. So I need to like revisit it. It's not hard. I know it's not hard, but I don't remember like the steps of how you find the cards of who's going to be the actual killer and put them in the little envelope, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole deducing of that, I just don't remember anymore.
I'm sorry, my brain just went to like how he wasn't asking about me, and then you asked me my favorite board game, and I didn't ask you, but I was going to. I just want you to know.
Yeah. I asked her about her favorite board game and she got turned on. That's really just what happened to Megan. She turned into him and didn't ask me shit.
I was like, what? You're asking about me?
Somebody asked about me.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Yeah, I've been wanting to get into like a board game night. It sounds so ridiculous, but I almost feel like I want to start doing things that have a lot less technology sometimes for fun, where it's like
now I'm
hang and talk night.
Way. Yeah.
Hang and talk night, or I love Cards Against Humanity. That game is fun, but you know, I'm so inappropriate that you can always tell which one is me because it's usually the most fucked up cards are put out there if I have them in the deck. But yeah, I don't know. We should start a movement.
Humanity. Is this my
Yeah,
my jam.
that'd be fun. Like start a movement of just interactions where it's like you do, I don't know, start a Facebook group where it's like literally like a board game group and you just meet people. Everybody brings a bottle of wine.
I'm sure it exists already.
Everybody brings, maybe it does, but not in your building.
No.
But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. I would go. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Maybe I'll meet somebody.
Maybe they'll ask you about you. Why don't you just invent a board game called Ask Me About Me?
Oh my God, the dating board game.
The dating
It like leads you
board
through
game.
a date, how to have a date appropriately. And like you ask a question, and the other person asks the question.
And then you pull up a card and it's like, oh, he's been looking at his phone at the football score for 10 minutes. Fuck.
Go back 3 spaces. And if you get to the end, then you can date them.
Thing is, nobody gets to the end.
Are
That's
you
what
a
makes it
karaoke DJ?
amazing. 10 paces back.
No, it's just like
Yeah.
never.
It should be actually all of the little map should be all the stars on the Walk of Fame, just like out this fucking window.
Can somebody make Megan the Mess the game?
Oof. That's
it. Somebody
I like
do that.
I like that.
I have somebody making me a jacket online.
I hear like I can just hear Anna Vicino going, oh, let's make Megan a game.
Megan the Mess the game. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna
do it. Let's ask ChatGPT in real time.
It will do it for us.
What it thinks about a Megan the Mess game.
And all you have to do is like based on this and this and all my history.
And ask it all of the important shit.
Oh.
Please, I had a friend talking about AI. They have a job interview coming up, and they use the AI to be a pretend job interview for this job.
Yeah.
And they would answer the questions and get asked questions and then figure out better ways and more efficient ways to answer in a more professional manner or whatever. And they got the job. It helped them get the job. So maybe you should ask ChatGPT when you meet a guy, like you just put it down, like I am about to meet this guy and we're gonna date.
I want you to listen.
Start our conversation for us.
No,
and
just
then,
listen and tell me.
Is he a dirtbag?
Let's really skip the. Yeah, I love that. I love job. Have we talked about job interviews? Because I love job interviews because it's like the one time in life where I get to brag about myself for like an hour and like no one stops you. So I'm really good at them.
I never thought of it that way.
I love it. They're my favorite.
To be like, because obviously auditioning for TV stuff is a bit of an interview, but no,
It's different than that.
I've only interviewed, I think, for one job,
Mhm.
ever,
Mhm.
and it's the job that I do now in terms of rum, and I was uncomfortable talking about myself.
Oh, I love it.
I get super uncomfortable. Any kind of boasting, any kind of like, it is just not my thing.
I love it. It's maybe instead of dating, I should just go to job interviews.
I like your thinking. Yeah. Like a round
They're
robin.
like, congratulations, you got the job.
5-minute job interviews.
Don't need it. I just needed this hour of a man's total dedicated attention and then wondering about how awesome I am. Thank you.
Yeah. I think we're onto something
I'm
here.
doing that. Megan the Mess the Game, and I'm just going to do job interviews. I'm not dating anymore.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like, you should just go interview at Starbucks. Why the fuck not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really good at that.
Try to think of, like, I think I would enjoy working as a barista somewhere. That's a job that I think I would enjoy.
I did it.
And did you like it?
I was so young. I mean, it's cool because it's very fast paced and it goes by really quickly usually if it's busy. So I don't know. It's nothing
All right.
I would want to do.
If you had one job in the food industry that you think you would like, what would it be?
Owner.
I would not want to be the owner. I'd want to be an investor. Let the ownership, whatever, do their thing. I just want to invest.
A very hands-on owner.
Yeah, very really. You
Like,
get me
do
too
everything.
right away.
Yeah, hands-on.
Yeah, literally Megan's doing everything. I'm like, put that down, clean the menus.
Super micromanagey.
Oh my gosh. And still single.
Yeah.
Hashtag
No,
still single.
that'd be something I'd always want to do. Like just all the experience. And you want to be a barista? Is that your dream?
No, I mean, if I was in a restaurant setting, like probably like not a sommelier.
Mm-hmm.
My only problem is I wouldn't want to overcharge people for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would really work hard on recommending like the best stuff based on what they tell me they like, or or what they've had in the past that they liked. Blah blah blah. I think I would enjoy that. There's something, as how much I love wine. So even if it was a sommelier of cocktails, where I'm not necessarily making them behind a bar, but I'm kind of guiding you through that experience. Like, oh, I think you would like this because of this. Even though that's what bartenders should do, but so many of them are just curmudgeons that don't. There's like, here, point, meh, and then make your drink, and the drink's delicious, and they're like, meh, and like, why'd I order this? Meh, tequila, meh.
Yeah, I don't think I could be a bartender. I'm not into that as much. I used to do it, and the hours are off, and I like being on the other side of the bar.
I like bartenders too much to ever want to be one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have too much respect for them because I would not be. I would be very cordial and probably good at conversation, and then hate my life.
Speaking of bartenders, we went to a tequila party.
We did.
And we hung out with
old Swedish dudes Swiss dudes. Old Swiss dudes. Sorry, Sweden, Switzerland. Come on. One of them speaks French. The other one makes furniture, I guess. Right?
Wow,
French
yeah.
and German. Who happens to be very involved in tequila making.
Yeah.
And I thought Megan for sure was going to try to jump his old bones. Like he was kind of like the most interesting
offering to take
man.
us to Mexico.
Yeah, he was kind of. He had that vibe of like the most interesting.
He
man in the world,
does.
right?
He did. And he was talking to like all of us girls, and we were just like, yes, take us to Mexico.
And I was the one cock blocker in the group. I was like the one, me and then the gay dude that was next to me. Who was touchy with me. And I was like, all right, bro.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
Megan was like, he's touching you a lot.
Yeah. Eddie gets more action than I do.
Well, it's because I asked him about him, Megan.
Oh,
That's really what it was.
It's so funny because when we first went on our date, the second date, I was like, I talked about myself a lot. He didn't ask, but I talked. So I said, I'm going to make it a point to make sure I'm doing it because I really like him.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
I don't think the ship has sunk.
Yeah,
I think it's sprung a leak. I don't think it's sank.
I would really like an explanation or an apology. Like, honestly, it's me. He could literally just text or call and say, I'm sorry. Things got weird.
Yeah.
Do you forgive me? Or a big gesture. Flowers?
Well, even just talk it out,
Yeah. But a nice gesture would be cool, like flowers or...
I think you do need to draw some kind of a line in the sand for you of the 2 strikes already. You got 2 strikes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The next, and like, that's it. We out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. At least people make mistakes, yes, but when it comes to like the you and him part, that's it.
That's my line.
Yeah, or draw some kind of a line because
is the 3rd strike though never hearing from him?
Maybe. Maybe.
Is today the 3rd strike?
I don't know because again, how many drinks in?
5.
Was the I love you? I mean, come on.
Is that and that's not a strike?
Because I mean, mind you, it is Kill the Bottle podcast, and I am like I did not sleep well yesterday, so I am not drinking right now. I'm taking a day.
I'm not drinking right now, but I will be.
Sorry. Okay, fine. Megan fucked it up. We will be having a drink after the show today. I just didn't want to drink on the show today because I am so tired. I wanted to be as sharp as possible.
Me too. I'm fine not doing that. And I did drink a lot with him last week, so I was really looking forward just to like having a kind of chill night.
How many drinks is a lot?
For me,
just yeah. For you,
I can down 10 drinks in a night easily, like shots and vodka sodas. Like I won't even realize I'm doing it. Pretty easily.
That's a problem. That's a lot. Like that's a lot.
But yesterday I only had 3 and 1 shot. 3 vodka sodas, 1 shot of Jaeger.
Great. The best part is like when you said 3 vodka sodas in a shot, I thought you meant like at one time. Not that you had a shot on top of the 3 vodka sodas.
Sorry, no, it was on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. You just like the pain and a shot of Jaeger on top of that.
There's something about the rush of it, but
I do actually like Jaeger. I like the herbal thing. I would not have liked it when I started my drinking career, quote unquote. But now that I've tasted, that I like Amaros and I like all that funky herbal stuff, I don't mind Jaeger at all.
I forgot how much I liked it, but there's another bartender I know over here that he's like my dream guy, but he's not available. He's like so handsome, and he's like me and him just kind of have a thing. Like we just kind of get each other, and he sings, and I just like going and looking at him. But his favorite drink is Jaeger. I found out, and so I've been doing it.
Is
lately.
he like the petting zoo, but you can't pet?
Yeah,
you just go to the zoo.
Yeah, I was at another bar called the Tribune, and he randomly popped in. And I was just like watching Reservoir Dogs by myself because they were playing it.
You should read your newspaper at the Tribune. I think that would make more sense.
That would make more sense.
Yeah.
But I was watching it and he just like popped up right in front of me, and I was so flustered that he's got me so flustered. I was like, "Hi," and
now, when you were with this other guy, if this guy would have jumped in your peripheral vision, would you have been just as flustered, or would you have ignored him?
I wouldn't have been as flustered because I didn't know him as well.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, when we went on our second date, I was pretty flustered. We both were. We both admit it because we were both kind of shaking and nervous for it. So.
Oh, no. I meant, let's say you're on a date with said weekend party guy.
Okay.
And, 50-year-old. And I'm going to keep
How many nicknames do you
I'm going to give him
Mr. I love you.
Mr. Oh, yeah.
Which is, by the way, I'm not opposed.
Mr.
If
143.
he already knows that he loves
Mr.
me.
143.
If he
Pitbull's
already
Mr.
knows.
305. This guy's Mr. 143. And you were with Mr. 143. And, Studley Bartender ran into the bar where you were with him, would you have been like, oh, there's Studley Bartender? Or were you that
good
focused?
question.
That's what I'm at, yeah.
It's happened. And no, I guess I know he's not available. He's just nice to look at.
So if Mr. Studley I'm just giving you all these hypotheticals. If Mr. Studley, I
guess
name.
I wouldn't want Studley Bartender to see me like making out with
Another
413.
Just 143.
413. They all know each other too, so it's like an ancestral.
You just called him Love You I. So
love you, I.
Yeah, 401. No, Love IU.
Love IU. Which again, I'm flattered with. If he knows he loves me within a week, fine. That's fantastic because I am that awesome. But
well, you can
can you follow up?
I know. Can you follow up with said love, sir?
That's basically what I said. I said if there is an inkling of that being true, is what my text said, then I would really like to see a little bit more of
We're going to walk into the bar where he works, and he's going to be wearing like a padded helmet because he had a concussion, and he doesn't remember anything.
Oh, that'd be the best. I'm Megan.
Amnesia. That would be the greatest thing ever.
Oh, wow.
If he was just like, what's going on here? Oh, wait, Megan's looking at her phone. Is that him?
No, it's the LA Times.
Really? The LA Times?
LA Times is hitting me up. Yeah. Yep. So, anyways, how are you? Was that the saddest? I don't care. Let's go back.
I don't care.
It sucks because you think about it all day. And I was like, I told you today, I want to keep myself busy. I'm doing better in this than I have in other situations because I know if I keep myself busy, if I talk about it, I'm going to feel better about it and see some friends. I know I need to do that because in the past I'd stew and text him or stew and call. Robert was the worst. And Robert wouldn't call for days, when this stuff happened. So we all know why now.
Yeah.
But so I feel better about it, but I knew we could have a good show. I was like, Eddie,
I was just going to call him Walter White. I wasn't even going to call him Robert anymore.
Robert. Robert.
Or Jesse.
Eddie, we need to talk.
Pinkman. We do need to talk. Have you ever had like a terrible drinking fail? Like a slip and spill drink all over yourself, or like get hit with a foul ball, drop a beer at a game?
Oh, I've had to have.
Because I have a feeling you've been throwing a perfect game your entire
Oh.
drinking life and not have had a mishap.
I only do mishaps when I'm sober. Like bad mishaps.
Yeah, like I have a
my
feeling if
pants
you-
being split open at Buffalo Wild Wings for the world
Yeah.
to see. That was sober.
Yeah, like if you fall off a boat holding a drink, the drink will be out of the water while your entire body is submerged, is what I
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
You know, there will be not a drop of salt water.
You're right. I
or-
don't like to waste booze.
Yeah, neither do I.
Have you done it?
Yeah, no,
Did you hear that? I asked you
slipped.
back.
Well, that's because you noticed there was going to be an awkward silence, and you're like, let me fill this
No,
void.
I did not. You're good at that, not me.
Let me fill this void.
I'll take the awkward silence.
Yeah. Let me fill this void. I slipped one time and spilled fucking everything. Like wine all over my pants, my shirt. And it was, of course, the one time that I wore like a white shirt to
Ooh,
go
yeah.
wine tasting. And
You got to just make a statement and say this is a look. This is
it
what
is,
you do.
I just threw it right in the garbage. I just took off said shirt and I had a shitty white undershirt that had less stainage on it. And I was like, you know what? You got to go. It's not coming out. They have that there's like an enzyme spray that every wine tasting room has. And I was outside. It was hot as shit. By the time I got anywhere, it was dry. You know what I mean? It was like I was done. So it was.
Gosh, that's funny you asked me that because I don't think I've spilled drink, but I've done stupid stuff.
Yeah.
I peed my pants.
That's why they cracked open so easily.
It
That's
was
why
blackout. I'm sure I peed my pants with a drink and my hand's still not spilled though. I was like blackout night at a skating rink and I was pretty drunk and I couldn't see the bathroom.
So there's a show I'm watching, and I think I have found, in my humble opinion, the one character without any kind of redeeming quality. I was like, I'm trying to find a redeeming quality in this particular character, and I gotta imagine it's gotta be very hard for the actor to play this part, because it is like literally this person's a psychopath and an asshole and has nothing. I'm watching Yellow Jackets. I don't know if you've watched Yellow Jackets before, and I can't think of the character's name right now, but I'm caught up on it all the way up to season 3, and it's the mom. I can't think of her name. She's like the complete psychopath who murders tons of people.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the show and I'm like, man, she has zero redeeming quality.
Yeah. Do you know she's British?
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow. The young girl as well, or just the mom?
Just the mom.
younger version
If
of her?
it's who you're talking about, and she's married to someone very interesting.
Well, I know that the I don't want to give a spoiler if it's season 3. And you
I haven't seen
it.
season 3 yet.
But the girl from Fallout, who is also in Yellow Jackets, is British.
Sophie Thatcher? No.
Sophie.
Melanie Linsky's the mom, right?
Let me see. Where's her?
Yeah. So
What's
she's
her character? Oh, she's from New Zealand.
Oh, she's from New Zealand. Sorry.
What's her character's name? It's driving me crazy. Sasha?
Shauna.
Shauna.
Mhm.
Fuck.
I loved Juliette Lewis. I won't give any spoilers for that.
No, and I love the girl who plays the younger version of Juliette Lewis.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's Sophie Thatcher.
That's
And she was in the Hugh Grant movie that just
She is
came out, which is
very
really
attractive.
and she's really good.
Oh yeah, she's gorgeous. That girl.
I want to know
Um,
who. Oh, and then Christina Ricci, of course, is so much fun in that
She's
show.
great in that. So is Elijah Wood. He's great on that show.
yes.
Anyway, it's
I
a
love
good show,
having them
guys.
there.
But when you see this character, I already forgot her name.
Jason Ritter's her husband.
Oh no way!
And they are adorable. I know, but they're adorable together. And the way they talk about each other is like,
Fuck, Megan.
so
So
cute.
her birthday is the day after mine, and she's a year younger than me.
oh, she's 5
Do
years younger
I
than
look-
413.
She looks much older. Am I crazy? Because
She
I look at
does.
her. I look at her, and I'm like, "Fuck! There's no way I look that old."
Well, they make her
sh-
look pretty old in the shows. She's not like this like skinny, normal actress like that you think of. She's very, very pretty, but
Yeah, no, she's very
she's going to
pretty.
play parts that aren't super attractive.
But she's very like Tide commercial mom.
Yes, that's
You
what
know?
it is. She's got to be a hell of a good actor to score a lot of these roles, I feel like, because I don't know, she plays a lot of different kind of characters. I think she's probably really, really, really good, and I haven't seen enough of her.
I had a great not knowing who a famous person is moment. So this performer played in Miami the other day, and the show was sold out, and Miami is a city, in my opinion, is my hometown, so I can talk shit about it. It's a lot smaller than people think it is. So it's a very small town. Like, everybody knows each other. Even though there's a lot of kind of imports that are coming in from New York and whatever and moving down there, everybody kind of knows each other. So if an event is happening in Miami, there's not usually a bunch of stuff overlapping one another, right? Like, we're in LA, you can have World Cup happening, you can have another thing going on, you can have this game going on, you can have this movie. Like, it's just so much shit going on, and you may never run into people at one. Anyway, my point is, this particular artist, I don't even know if it's a dude or I have no idea what it is playing at the Rose Bowl, and the Rose Bowl is sold out. And I live right next to the fucking Rose Bowl, and I have no idea who this person is.
Who is it?
It's like Rufus Du Sol.
No, I have no idea either.
Or Now I can't even see.
Rufus Du Sol.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm Googling this, guys, because I can't even. Rufus Du Sol. Yeah. I have no fucking idea. It's a band. Okay, it's 3 dudes. Okay. I have no idea who it is. And, and our friend of the show, Gio, messaged me. He's like, "Are you going to the show?" And I'm like,
"No."
I don't know who the fuck that is. I have no idea who Rufus Du Sol is.
What's happening?
My friend had a cat named Rufus. That's really the extent of my Rufus knowledge.
Rufus getting.
Okay, so I'm not the only one.
No. And what? No, I've never heard of this name.
Yeah, and it looked like visually the show looked very cool because a bunch of folks that I know in Miami were there and posting like video clips on their Instagram stories, and it looked very cool.
So what do they sing?
I have no idea.
Great.
So now on our walk to the bar, we're gonna have to play some Rufus Du Sol, and then we'll become fans, and then I will eat my own words for not knowing who the fuck they are. But literally my whole time I was expecting a dude named Rufus Du Sol, as opposed to 3 dudes that I see in this picture that are interesting looking. I don't know. They look cool. They got a vibe. Good for them. I'm like,
clearly.
I'm like, should I make fun of these guys? No, I have nothing. They look.
They have a vibe.
They look fine.
Good Lord.
I'm holding myself back. I'm trying to be a better person, Megan.
Yeah.
Not really.
Not really.
No, not really.
It's
not really in me.
I'm really proud of who I am.
I'm really proud that
I'm an asshole.
No, you know what it is, man? I'm getting to a point in my life where I think it's and I don't know if you feel like this at all, even though I know you're young, but you're a super intuitive person, and we've seen the shift in the U.S. over the last like 8 years, and we've just seen like kind of what's going on in the world, and I am kind of over it.
Yeah, me too.
My patience is really thin now. I'm easily flipped to not being happy. Do I suffer from
Maybe
depression?
that was just me.
No. I haven't known you that long.
Oh.
I haven't known you that long.
It got really bad 5 years ago.
5 years, fucking got brutal 5 years ago. But are you going through that too? Because
I think I've been going through that. I'm always just like, what the fuck? And that's why, again, I don't want to keep bringing up the date, but that's kind of who I am now. Is like, yeah, I'm already irritated enough when I'm not wanting to. When I don't have to think about it, can I not? And I can't stand fucking. Even here, this place is lovely that I live in.
Yeah,
and
it's a great place.
The things that people do, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And you're just like, what is wrong with you? Why are you pulling a fire alarm? Why are you punching a hole in the elliptical thing so we can't use the screen? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why are you stealing weights? The humanity just feels like it is. It's just getting like worse and worse. Like no one gives a shit about anybody anymore.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm so kind of over it. And I am, oh my gosh. So right now my dad is calling me over and over and over again. So guys, I think we're going to have to wrap up the show because this is like the 4th call in a row. Kill the Bottle Podcast. Please like, rate, review, subscribe, and hopefully my dad will revive my mom again on this call. See you next week.
Bye.